Well, HMIC looked at how well forces in England and Wales are protecting victims of domestic abuse, and what we found is that they're not doing enough to keep victims of domestic abuse safe. There's much more that needs to be done. Lots of forces, every force in fact, told us that tackling domestic abuse is a priority for them, but it's just not translating into an actual reality. And sadly, tackling domestic abuse is still a poor relation to lots of other areas of police activity. That's not good enough, we say. That needs to stop, and the focus now needs to be on keeping victims of domestic abuse safe. There are a number of reasons why forces don't seem to be prioritising this, and in our report we put a set of recommendations to the police service, to national government, which sets out precisely how this needs to change so that victims are kept safe. It's really quite shocking that still today 3 women a fortnight are being killed by their partners or former partners, and the police have an absolutely vital role to play in making sure that when someone calls in because they are being perhaps attacked, that they turn up quickly, that when the responding officer arrives, that the victim is listened to, that she, and it normally is she because there are more women that are subject to abuse than men, that she's taken seriously, and that the police officer gathers evidence so that they can, if necessary, secure a conviction and help to keep the victim safe. Domestic abuse has become the poor relation compared to other types of policing activity. There's a lack of kudos attached to this type of work. Perhaps officers would like to be going off and doing other things. We have an example of a victim telling us about how an officer is in her house dealing with her and something comes over the radio and he says, "Oh, it's all right, it's a DV, I'll be out of here in a couple of minutes." And she thought, "But that's my life you're talking about." And so there's lots of things we need to do around education and training of officers and them understanding the impact and the difference that they can really make to victims.